Assalamu alaikum, Shalom aleichem, Setnam, and I welcome you all today again. And I'm really thankful that you are taking your time to listen some of my thoughts, and also I will be really grateful if you share your thoughts also with me. For today's topic, I have chosen to speak about a kindergarten because in the last time, as my children are growing, I was asked so many times, do I send my children to kindergarten? And on the surprised reaction, because I always say no, I have to give the answers why not. So I decided just to share also my thoughts with you and to say why I'm not allowing my children to go to kindergarten. In recent research, most of the children who are going to kindergarten were asked what they are wishing for the Christmas, and up to 99% of the children said they wish more time with mom and dad. And that shows us directly that although the playing and spending time with the children, which can be really joyful, still does not give this emotional stability, presence of the people in which child has trust and is connected with. So the children need mother or father to be there and not only to have joyful actions. In contrary, the parents were also asked why do they send their children to kindergarten, and up to 99% of the parents said because they wanted their children get socialized and quicker developed. So there are studies which show actually that children which are given too soon to kindergarten are not being socialized, rather desocialized, because we are causing them emotional distress, which is developing to anger, sadness, depression, and it's all then accumulated or let out in the kindergarten on other children, and the child is not really available to feel happy. Another thing is that today kindergarten are really not which they were before. There are so many children in a kindergarten and too less people who are taking care of the children, and the teachers are not always there to give to each child emotional support which it absolutely deserves, and they cannot really catch everything which is happening there, and to speak with each child when something happens which makes child unhappy or which hurted its emotions. In my case, I know a lot of mothers which have children from 3 children to 6 or 7, and we see each other regularly, so the children have really opportunities to come together and to play. But the difference between the groups where the mothers are present and the kindergarten where the mothers are not, it's huge, because when I'm there, I can say to my child, if it does something what is not good, you did something really what hurted emotions of the other child, so let us please try to correct that so the child is again happy, and we find another solution so you're happy too. So I can directly correct actions of my child and also show huge respect to other child, which will also make that child feel protected from me. And another thing is also when some other child tries to do something on my child which I think is not correct, I will also protect my child and be there for my child. The thing is also that in interactions with the children, it comes always to some kind of the problems, fighting for the toys, or one child is sad or something like that. And there is no better comfortment than if the mother is there. She can take the child in arms and just give it hug and show the love and compassion, and then the child goes really better. I heard a lot of stories from the mothers who send their children to kindergarten that it did not happen only once, that the child was sad and it was crying, and no one really took a time to consider why this child is crying. And that causes also emotions to accumulate of being unsure and not really to respond on own emotions and to share it. Another thing is that which occurs, which causes us a lot of problems, is that sometimes something is allowed to do in a home or not allowed, and in a kindergarten is on the contrary not allowed or allowed. So it happens that sometimes the child comes home and wants to do things which it does in a kindergarten, and the mother say, that's not good, I don't want that you do it here. And the child says, but I do it all day in the kindergarten. And then it comes to stress again. And you know, the hugest problem from this dual doing is that the child will start doing things at home which we like, and when it's not at home, it will start doing things which he likes or which are there approved. So it leads to developing dual system of actions which are really not good, because for a stable person we have to develop in the child to have a clear thoughts, clear decisions, and do exactly what he's doing at home to do also outside, and not to having this dual system of decisions. In one beautiful tradition, which I want to really to share with you, is said that the child needs 7 years support of the parents, in which it learns love, to be secure, compassion, and just to develop its own human nature. And everything else, what it comes after, it's based on our human nature. Another 7 years are then ready to be mental training, in which parents are responsible for giving all of their knowledge on the child and then helping it to develop its own knowledge and to reach its maximum which is given to it. And the last 7 years are some kind of a challenge for the child and for the parents, in which the parents and the child should learn letting slowly go and to go their own ways, and supporting each other when needed. So it's not anymore this mother is all the time there saying you should do that, you should not do that because you can hurt yourself. It's just learning, letting go, having trust in the child because it's ready, and also just being there when the child comes and tells you, I need support. Not judgment, not anything, just being there and giving support, giving advice when needed and when asked. So it's some kind of friendship relationship which is being born out of parent-child relationship. And that relationship can really occur only if the first step of giving those human emotions is given to the child. Considering the thoughts of the psychologist today, in emotional development of the children, it's the first 2 years are the most important. So we see that there's a huge difference between 2 and 7 years, but it's still the critical period that it is from a lot of parents not considered, and many children are given to the kindergartens even with 6 months, which is really too early. In one of the videos we have spoken about the heart, and also the things which can occur, the sudden death of the child. And it's known that sudden death occurs between the first 2 years, not later, but between first years. And that's really the time when the child needs the presence of the heart of the mother and just being connected. If we cut it, we cut our connections to the child. So we are actually making a harm, not even knowing it, and we are thinking doing something good. And just one last thing which I will say here in this video is what I really feel it bothers me is that we are investing so much money to allow that new kindergarten is being built where the children could go overnight to sleep there, so the mothers could work overnight. And it bothers me really because I told you also that sleeping is like dying. So in those moments, the children especially need the presence of the mothers. And if they wake up, if they dream something bad, they just need their mothers there. And they need home. They need where they feel secure, and not to be somewhere where they not feel really like that. So why don't we really as mothers consider to, instead of asking all the times we need more possibilities to go to our work, why don't we ask that we make somehow new possibilities which allow us to be mothers as long as we need to be mothers, and that our way of being mothers is being relieving way. So instead for giving millions of euros or dollars for a new kindergarten, that money could be really invested, that each mother could get more time to spend with the children and be relaxed. So I really pray that something will be done on this question, and that each mother gets a lot of time with its child, and to give it love and to receive love back after years when mothership is done. So I send you all blessings, and I'm really happy being with you here soon, and I'm thinking about some new thoughts, so I will be happy to share it with you. So till the next time, I send you greetings. Salam alaikum, shalom aleichem, and Satnam.